Hmm? Huh? Oh, good morning there. Huh? Oh, nothing. I just half expected you to have slipped out in the middle of the night and went back to your own room. What? No, it's not a bad thing at all. It's actually pretty nice. Yeah. I just wasn't expecting it, that's all. Caught me off guard a little. Must have really did good on that little date I set last night, then. uh, huh? Oh, well, I guess I didn't expect it because it's never really happened before. I told you about my life back on Earth, why I needed a fresh start where I could matter. You see, back there, not to say I didn't try and have a social life, but I don't have the best track record either. Some nights when I felt especially brave, I would go out to the clubs and try to meet people. Try and find my new start without traveling light years away. I would go there, someone would sit next to me and tell me how handsome and nice I was. We'd dance all night, I'd buy them drinks, we'd go back to my place. I would feel like I finally found someone. Then after that night, I would never see them again. They don't even go back to the same club. Just poof, gone. Like it never even happened. After a few times of getting my heart passed around like a cheap cheese tray, I just decided not to expect much of people when it comes to things like this. Makes a person kinda numb. You want the real stuff, and when you don't get it, you try and settle for the fake stuff. But eventually, you find the fake stuff doesn't actually make you happy, and then you just become some obstinate asshole who drowns himself in work until a spaceship company reaches out and promises a new life if I ditch the old one. And I did it in a heartbeat. And then fate had a tricky way of throwing a monkey wrench in that too. The luck of us being the two to wake up from our pods and be stuck on a ship for the foreseeable future. And you know, even after all that, I still think this is kind of better than what I had before. Back there. Granted, it's all gone, but I had nothing to look back for. No friends, no family, just work and that apartment above my shop. That's it. All the stuff I care about came with me on this ship. So, as much as it sucked more before. And before, I didn't have the pleasure of getting to meet you. And you're here on this ship. Not back there. So I don't have a reason to look too far forward or too far back. Because you're right here, beside me. And you didn't leave. And I mean, the ship's only so big, so you probably couldn't go too far if you wanted to avoid me, so... But you didn't disappear. So, I don't know if I'm supposed to read too far into this or not, because this is, like, the first time this has happened. What? You mean out of all the guys on this ship, you like me? Scandalous. Well, at least you've made one person's life a little bit more meaningful. even if we still are on a metal box floating around in space. But you know what? Who needs that? The world. People do good things, and people do bad things. Eventually, the Pangea colony will be just like old Earth, and soon it'll get so worn out, people are going to start looking for another world to fuck over. And it's just going to be a cycle of never being enough. That's not what I wanted. I might have tricked myself into thinking it's what I wanted, but it isn't. This ship, it's only a ship. But for now, it's our own little world. For just you and me. We've had enough time looking at this bad. Let's start enjoying it like it's some kind of long-term vacation. Think about it. We don't have to work. We can fabricate whatever food we want. Go swimming. Go to the theater that has every movie on demand for the last 200 years. And if I can rig one of these little key cards to have a little EMP on it, we can get past those electric locks and access the penthouse suites. Yeah, now I like our little coach rooms, but I think whoever booked that penthouse isn't gonna need it for quite some time. However, if you enjoyed last night enough to stick around, I think we're gonna get much more use out of it. What? We have a century and so on together. I don't think they'll mind. So, since this isn't something I have experience with, do I just make you some coffee and we see what happens for the rest of the day? Look, I'm just trying to get back into my romantic phase after it was crumbled up into a nice little paper ball and thrown away. I need some time to smooth out the creases, but I think I'm back on track to being the person I wanted to be. And all it took was an outer space stranding and meeting the person of my affection because we're both very unlucky. Or maybe in this case, we both got very, very lucky. I know last night we did. Oh, look. Look, I'm willing to make this work as myself. Not some fake personality. Just the me the way I am. And if you like that guy, then maybe this was destiny. And all the stars just happened to align for once. I'm Rick Moore. I was an orphan until I was old enough to leave, and then I started practicing with new tech machinery. I led a pretty unremarkable life until this far, and hopped onto a spaceship and then woke up too early because of a malfunction when passing through a nova field, and now I'm hopelessly giving my attention to this poor person who has the misfortune of being in the pod right next to me. That's me. That's the rough darts of my life until this point, so tell me, who are you? The real you. Then that's the person I'm choosing to share with my life stories, my secrets, my likes and dislikes, time, bed, and now my heart, I guess. Look, you may think I'm just saying that because you're the only other person on the ship, but I had years to find somebody on Earth. And even when I got close, I never got this close. No one knows all this stuff about me like you do. And you'll probably be the only one to ever. Nothing really bonds you like getting stranded in outer space together. Hopefully, knowing that will give you some confidence in me. And if that doesn't, then just watch me. I have all the time in the galaxy to prove it to you. Well, guess I should start with a proper good morning then. Good morning, babe.
Good morning, passenger 00838. Your services are needed in the ship's secondary transformer conduction unit. It appears some of the equipment there has sustained mild damage and requires your attention. Thank you for your service to the Hera Ark. A new life awaits for you beyond the solar horizon.
Uh-huh. That's weird. Ugh. Probably just some circuits fried after the ship hit the Nova field and woke us up. You know, I knew some other stuff might have been damaged when we woke up too. It's nothing serious, I can handle it. I'll go take a quick look and be right back up for breakfast. Save me some coffee? Oh, see, I think I'm liking this more and more. Alrighty then. I guess duty finally calls.